Estes Park, Colorado. Deep in the Rocky Mountains, some 70 miles from Denver, stands a 138-room Georgian-style structure, the Stanley Hotel. Isolated from the outside world, this is known as one of the most haunted hotels in the country. So packed with poltergeists that it was the inspiration for one of the most bone-chilling books of all time.
The Stanley Hotel is known to be one of the most haunted hotels in the country. There are hundreds of spirits in the hotel.
I've seen things, I felt things, and I am a believer.
We're probably best known as being where Stephen King got the idea for the book The Shining.
How scary does a hotel have to be to give Stephen King goosebumps? Very, very scary. It doesn't help that this place is a massive labyrinth of hallways and spiral staircases. The haunted landmark was built at the turn of the century by F.O. Stanley, inventor of the Stanley steamer automobile.
The Stanley Hotel was built in 1909. This was one of the first all-electric hotels west of the Mississippi. There's been many famous guests that have stayed at the Stanley Hotel. Teddy Roosevelt stayed here. Molly Brown, the unsinkable Molly Brown, was here. Emperor of Japan stayed here.
Everyone wanted to stay at the Stanley, but it wasn't until 1973 that a chance visit made the hotel a mecca for ghost hunters everywhere.
Stephen King, he's looking for an idea for his third book. Nothing's coming to him. So a friend suggests he and his wife get out of town for the weekend. They leave Boulder, they start driving west into the mountains, and he sees the Stanley. Now, this place in 1973 was very dilapidated. It looked a little spooky, in fact. Well, that's right up Stephen King's alley. He decides to come up here, see if he can spend the night in the hotel. Stephen King's here the last day it's open. Everybody's leaving. Stephen King left to kind of wander around by himself. He started roaming around the halls. He couldn't find his room. He got lost in the hallways. This is where the idea hits him for the book The Shining.
But the Stanley Hotel was haunted long before the master of horror booked a room.
As we're coming across here,
In fact, this place is so crowded with restless spirits that the concierge gives daily ghost tours, and guests trade personal ghost stories every morning over breakfast.
There's definitely some kind of energy or something going around that's not, other people.
The ground floor, it's frequented by the spirits of F.O. Stanley himself and his wife Flora. Call it micromanaging from beyond the grave.